Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you've been following the latest developments, today's update is something you really don't want to miss. Make sure you watch till the end so you can see the sources of this news and verify everything for yourself. Now let's get into it. In what many are calling a significant move by law enforcement, 32 illegal Zimbabwean nationals were arrested while building structures in a quiet area of Gauteng. What's raising eyebrows isn't just the arrests, but how the operation was quietly monitored for days by members of the SAPS before they moved in. These individuals were reportedly busy putting up informal structures, completely unaware that they were being watched the entire time. Residents in the area had raised concerns weeks before, complaining about illegal occupation of land and makeshift homes popping up rapidly, without any formal permission or documentation. According to people living nearby, some of the suspects had already started digging foundations and laying bricks. One resident said it started with one shack, and within days there were about 5 or 6 more. That was when local authorities were tipped off. What followed was a well-coordinated operation involving SAPS and immigration officials. In the early hours of the morning, law enforcement swooped in and rounded up all 32 individuals. It was reported that none of them could produce legal documentation, and several tried to flee into nearby bushland but were caught shortly after. SAPS confirmed that the intelligence unit had been monitoring the site for several days before acting, mainly to avoid any unnecessary confrontation or risk to officers. According to police spokesperson Colonel Mavila Masondo, the arrested individuals will face charges relating to illegal immigration and possible trespassing, depending on what the land they were building on is classified as. Some of the arrested individuals allegedly claimed they were promised the land by an unnamed community leader, whose identity is now also being investigated. It's also worth noting that this operation is not isolated. Authorities have been increasing enforcement in regions where illegal land occupation and foreign nationals without documentation have been flagged as ongoing concerns. Just this past month, several similar arrests were made in parts of Johannesburg and Tshwane. While immigration officials are processing the paperwork for deportation, SAPS has confirmed they will also investigate if any criminal syndicates are involved in helping foreigners obtain land or settle illegally. This raises more questions about who is really behind these settlements and how deep the issue goes. Some residents applauded the arrest and thanked law enforcement for stepping in. But others are more cautious, questioning what happens next, and whether it addresses the real root of the issue: lack of proper housing, poor enforcement of immigration laws, and lack of coordination between different government departments. One local businessman, who asked to remain anonymous, said, "We're not saying people shouldn't find homes. But things must be done the right way. You can't just occupy land illegally. It creates chaos and tension in the community." And that sentiment seems to be echoed by many others, especially in areas already under pressure for basic services like water and electricity. The Department of Home Affairs is yet to release a full statement on the matter, but insiders say they're working with SAPS to speed up the legal processes involved in deportation. As this situation continues to unfold, questions remain about how these individuals managed to operate for days without detection, how they got the materials, and who may be backing them behind the scenes. Authorities have promised further investigation and tighter controls moving forward. Remember, all the images used in this video are only for illustration purposes and not direct representations of the people involved. And before we wrap up, here's something to lighten the mood. One of the officers joked that while the arrested men didn't build legal homes, they were at least laying foundations for future problems. You have to admit, that's a clever way to sum things up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, so you never miss an update like this. We'll be keeping an eye on this case and bringing you the facts as they unfold. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. Sources of the news include Daily Sun, ENCA, and SABC News.